Hey folks, it's Mad Rabbit back in Dwarf Fortress today. Quite a bit has happened in a short amount of time in game. Um, I did play ahead from last episode, if you remember. We got a vampire queen. She's the royalty. Go to noble screen. She's still there. I have her in as bookkeeper, but I may trade her out for that soon. And we've had quite a bit of problems here. A lot of weird stuff. And let's just say this is what makes Dwarf Fortress, and you'll see in a minute. Queen Vampire, okay, great. Let's take a look at what her demands were. She's got 4 demands: bins, the export of bins prohibited, and the export of crowns, which is one of my primary. I mean, it's like one of the 4 or 5 things they make when you make crafts. Um, that is really majorly messing me up right now. So I just had a trade session with the humans, and I can't trade anything in the bins. I mean, it's crazy. They won't even let me bring it there. And it's not even just that. But let's get back here. Let me take a look at the justice screen. All of a sudden, people in prison because why? The queen is angry. Look how many people are lined up to have prison sentences. Almost all of them are because of the export prohibition thing, which is weird because I didn't actually bring any bins to export, so I don't quite know what the deal with this is. So I'm blown away by this. I didn't. Did I set up a hammer? She hasn't asked anyone to be executed yet, right? No, that's vacant, but they're just prison sentences nonetheless, and quite a few at that. So that's just it blows my mind. So needless to say, since last episode, I will show you this stuff out here and another big drama thing too. I will go into it in a minute. But let's go. Let's do the queen. Let's get the queen finished. Let's see. Go down to where she lives. All right. Now, if you may remember this, I did set her up. Most of her stuff, she's pretty well, as you see, as her requirements are pretty well met. She seems to still want even more stuff. I seem to have grown. She wants some more stuff, but she seems satisfied with the room. So she's a vampire queen. I locked her in. Doesn't seem to be too many problems here. If I can, let's see how she's doing as far as wounds. Nothing too bad. Oops. Back to that. Status Z. Take her thoughts. She's been very happy lately, or been happy. Pleased with mandate deadline met lately. She admired her own fine, tastefully arranged container. She admired her own fine seat. Okay, great. So a lot. um, so I had to decide to lock her in a room, mainly because I just didn't want her killing people. Now her husband, who apparently holds a position, but he's not listed here in the screen. But because he's assigned to her bed too, obviously, when I assigned her bed, he's assigned to it. I assigned this bed to him specifically, so I do occasionally see him going down here, the husband, and he's making mandates too. So he is obviously some sort of a noble with a noble position making demands. I can't get him up on here to find out what they are, but if you go to him individually, and this is the next part of the drama here, guys. Take a look at this room right here. That's him, and there's a bed there, and then someone else. No, he's got a perfectly good bed, and I see him sleeping in the bed. Let's actually bring it up with K. One of the stone detailers, I just call him Detail, is with the husband, is with the queen's husband in the room on the same bed. So apparently the husband has needs, and the vampire queen is locked away. So he's playing, as you can see. I don't know. She's obviously not angry by this, or maybe she just doesn't know. I don't know. But I don't quite know what happens if you get rid of the queen. He is her husband, and I do have some of the members of the family in the fortress as I showed you last episode as family members. Let's actually go to her again here. I actually want to see her family stuff. I think that'd be in status, then relationships. Okay, so the husband's here. Eldest son is not here. Second eldest daughter is here. And fourth oldest, and like some of the kids. I think that one was a kid or something. And a few other alright, that's just friendships and whatnot. So, the heir apparent is obviously not here. I don't know if he would become the king. It's obviously a female title in this one. He may not be of the bloodline, but he may become king after I dispose of her. Yeah, I have decided to dispose of her. These demands are too much. I need the trade. And having her as a vampire too is not a good thing. Even though she's got everything here set up for her room. But I think what I'll do is I'll make a slab for her. And if we do get the king appointed or something, if that's him up there, I will assign him that tomb. Because I have plans for her, her demise. As you see, I do have at least 3 people in the prison right now. The sheriff has obviously been pretty busy moving them here. I only had one of them set up with food in it, but I'm going to assume no one seems to be injured or getting thirsty or hungry, so they're getting fed. That's all that matters. And I put a statue in the room, so they're not really too miserable, I don't think. Maybe I'll go back and smooth and engrave the rooms, because I assume once I do away with her, I think the sheriff will probably still carry out the orders. I don't know for sure about that, but okay, let's go to the top of the volcano before I go into the other stuff. And this is just part of the drama, guys. This is quite quite an update. I had to come back. I actually wanted to play more before I came back, but this was, yeah, top of the volcano. I got my woodcutter cutting down, so we're gonna make ourselves a small bridge here, most likely, and I'm gonna try and catapult her in here. I'm gonna set her up as a burrow right on top of the bridge, and she's gonna be tested. I'm gonna test her out. She's gonna be going for a ride into the volcano. Yeah. But that's something I gotta work on. Yeah, okay. Defenses and stuff and the layout, I will go over that in a minute too, because here we are now into the second piece of interesting drama. We had a strange announcement come over here on the side of the screen. Some sort of, usually like when you get like a forgotten beast or an invasion, like a siege, you get an announcement, right? I'm pretty sure it's all gone now. I don't think I'll be able to find it now, am I? It's probably gone. Yeah, they only have 2 pages, so maybe under reports. No, no. I guess we're not gonna be able to see the report. It was quite some time ago, though. Yeah, we had an announcement made that a very strange creature who was actually a diplomat had come. And I go, okay, so what the heck does that mean? I shut the gates, this one right here, not knowing if he's just going to go out and attack us or not. It was strange that it said diplomat, so I'll get to that in a minute. So I shut that gate, and he still kept coming this way. And he took the ramp down and just sort of sat there. And he hasn't moved for several seasons now. The moat is finally cut off. I let him sit there a while with the moat, that floodgate even opens, thinking, oh, maybe he's going to path in there. Because I looked up what exactly this was, and this has something to do. Let me actually go here. Mouse over him. He's a deity, or at least he's claiming he's a deity. Now, he's got no wounds, obviously, from the lava. He's obviously immune. Status screen. This is the screen. This is what came up. This is the only information that came up on the screen originally. A great horse twisted into humanoid form, composed of grime and filth. It has a gaunt appearance. Beware its poisonous vapors. It said it was a diplomat. So let's go here to the unit screen. Diplomat. I could not target him. I put my Mark Dwarf squad out there. Let's go out to here. As he was coming in, I had the Mark's Dwarf squad stationed on the wall. And they weren't. I didn't actually assign him to kill. I just had him stationed. They didn't start attacking him. So I'm going. They really do think this guy is a diplomat, and he's like some kind of a demon. So I look it up on the internet, and apparently, what happens commonly in the game is demons will actually come in the form of a deity impersonating a god, basically impersonating a god to a human empire, and basically taking over. And what they'll do is they'll send a diplomat occasionally, I guess, I don't know, but they will send diplomats to your dwarven fortress. I don't know what would have happened had he gotten into the base. Would he just start attacking? Would he turn on us? Would he actually have diplomatic relations with the queen or with the mayor, or who he would even talk to? I don't no clue. No clue. So this is absolutely insane. Now, the thing is, I don't quite know what to do. I don't really want to get into a battle with the human empire or have them send other demons to attack my fortress, which are usually building destroyers, which would just basically wreck my defenses and basically wreck everything. This one here, apparently, I don't know if it flies, but he apparently isn't trying to fly. At least this one. I didn't see wings on him. Let's see here. He's sort of like a centaur, but with a horse head, basically. Because he's got four legs and arms too. Actually, it looks like he's got 4 arms. That's interesting. I didn't really read that before. Oh, and a tail. Okay. So yeah, he can't fly. He's not one of the flying demons, but now the thing is, if he can't fly, can I block him in here if I put walls around this one ramp? I don't know. I had my people out here building. I just said, well, he's not coming out of there. So what I did was I started setting up traps here. I blocked this side off. I still could block off these 3. I haven't bothered yet. He hasn't moved. So I'm blown away by this. So I just said, well, I'll just continue about my work. I'm going to continue working like he's not even there. So what I did was I just built this wall here at the request of, well, it wasn't so much at request, but someone many episodes back. You have to understand, I've been uploading episodes, but I'm like 9-10 episodes ahead of you guys. So what you're seeing, you saw like 19 today. I think this is going to end up being 27 or 28. I don't know. Whatever episodes it ends up being, I'm way ahead of you guys. So when you leave comments, I really can't react in the video. Someone made mention I should make a wall around the, or I've extended my walls around the water. I have a water source below, so I don't really need the water source. But it'd be nice to fish and everything. So I did wall off a section just to have it. You get in this way, and it's basically just you go down, then you go up. So if I have invaders come in, if there happens to be a fisher dwarf out here at the time, I could just sort of block it off, or I can completely seal myself off with shutting these 2. If it's a land force, obviously, and I could actually release the burrow and let them come out here and get water and get fish and still fish. I'm seeing the fishermen actually going down here, so they're not naturally using this. And I haven't designated an area, but I could. I'm going to leave it for now. It's not a high priority. So that's this thing. I might as well just go beyond the deity. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I keep hoping that the episodes will catch up to my actual Let's Play. So I'm going to try and play a long ways ahead. But if something interesting happens, I got to stop making an episode. So you can see here, there's still, I got like 1,000 serrated discs, copper serrated discs or something. And I'm still digging out tons of copper here and there. So I'm putting things here, using the silver for the spiked spheres, balls, whatever you want to call them. Here, I'm building a road up just through here just because we're getting a lot of forest growing back, and I don't want things that maybe pop in, caravans and specifically I should say, to not be able to path here. That's the only reason why I'm building this. I'm building them in smaller chunks too, just so they're going to be, each section will be quicker to build. And since I have like 6-7 masons now set up because of all this work we're doing, I open this up. So here's the fun thing. So what's going to happen is, let's say we get a siege, right? We get a siege announcement or an ambush. I can basically close this off. All these. There wouldn't really be a way to get here, but what I would have, the one way in would be up here, going this way, or I could lure them down if they have to be over there by leaving this open, closing this, and forcing them to go. They would most likely path this way since it's the quickest way, and path down here and cut this circle around. Because most likely what I'll do down here is I'll have the road go back down. It'll snake down again along the edge, and most likely forces would come and hug this top part. So we'll have another row of weapon traps probably here in the road below. Since there's 6 spaces, it should be okay for. I want 3 wide, obviously, for the road is for caravans to get through. You need 3. So up here are drawbridges, and I'm currently leaking them. So what's going to happen is they all will shoot things off that way. And it's basically what I was explaining last time. They will fall behind the wall. But I'm actually going to make it even deeper. So I'm channeling out. And I'm going to even remove the stone too. And I may even go into the side of the mountain here just to get some more copper. I can actually make a mining operation here. But what'll happen is another this is long term, it's going to take a while to get to this point, guys, but I'll remove all the ramps. I haven't had any rain, so it's not going to fill up again with water, and the only 2 ramps will be these 2, so it'll basically be a strip of land to get out. Some of them may land here, but I might leave it open, we'll see. I might channel more, I don't know yet. I'll put traps all along here, and occasionally just open this up for the injured ones, or just to see if I can kill them with the traps on that strip, on this strip here. So it's a pretty elaborate plan for defense, and fun too. And I have never done this before, but I was watching a Let's Play series from a guy named the Zamelf, which that's the name of his channel. I just call him Zamelf. And I do link his tutorial for Dwarf Fortress in here. But he had a really great Let's Play that he must have done last year, maybe 2 years ago. When he did something similar. His was a little different than mine. He had a bunch going 2 different directions. He had a pit on the other side, basically all the way around it. And they'd fall into a pit, and he dug it deeper, and because they were only getting stunned on falling 3 or 4, and I was hoping for injuries. So they'd be injured, and my dudes in the tower here could shoot down at them, or at the very least they could maybe crawl over here, or I could have my melee squad come in and just slaughter them. But I don't think that is lava, right? No, that's some leftover blood from something, so no. Believe me, I have a double thick wall here. I won't be going anywhere beyond that. I don't want any lava in here. I could have thrown them into the lava, but I want to keep their goods and materials and get some skills raised up with shooting bows and having the melee guys kill them. So it's going to be quite a bit of fun when we get our next siege, provided everything's finished. So that's sort of the next thing. I think if a siege comes, I'll lock these two up and basically let our guys get out, and we'll prepare. I guess that's really it for the update. I haven't concentrated too much on the tower. I'm still doing on the top floor the wooden stairs, slowly getting done. I'll have these guys continue to dig this out, and I guess it's just going to be a matter of repairing the sacrificial bridge. I think this episode I will try and come back to do that. And it's going to take me a little while to set up. So, and I had some trees growing in here, so I had to start, building over this. And I'll probably build a lot of traps in this section. And there's going to be an S curve here, where it goes down, then up again, the road. And then they'll go around down here. It's going to be kind of twisty-turvy in here. So yeah, I think, guys, I will end this. I'm getting really annoyed with I'm getting annoyed with the nobles and their demands. I have so many demands. And actually, let's take you to the husband. He's in here messing around with someone other than his wife. Go to his status screen. And see here, he even has mandates too. He wants me to make menacing spikes, which I could make. I'm not going to do it though. And he's also got exports prohibited. He's got pretty good holdings, but I don't know if he's I really don't know if he's considered a noble position, or if he's going to take over. Like I said before, I don't know. And he seems pretty happy. I didn't see anything in here about the wife. I just said he's married with 8 kids. Sleeps in a great bedroom. His bedroom is really good. I don't know why he's sleeping in this other one, other than just to cheat on his wife while she's locked away. That's the only thing I could think of. So yeah, I didn't really read this real well, but if you catch something, let me know. I don't really think I see anything interesting here beyond just what we saw. So I am going to let it go now, guys. Build that sacrificial catapult bridge thing, and hopefully the reign of terror of the queen will be ended. I think it has to end, because all these mandates. Nah, I'm sorry. I could have dealt with it, but something's not right here. The king that I had in that previous fortress didn't have as many mandates. No way. He had like a demand to make something, and I think he had one prohibition, and that was it. This girl here, her prohibitions are just, the bins and the crowns are too much. The rest of it I could deal with, but because even the Baron, he's got battle axes he wants made, so he may end up getting angry with somebody if I don't make them, which I might not. And the mayor, shoes. Okay, that's easy enough to do. So no one is champion. I mean, the champion really is just the person that trains some of your military. I do have 2 really extremely high level swordsmen that came in with the queen's group when she came in, so I may assign one of those to it. And as you see here, our drinks are sort of dropping, but I have a second still up now, and we have a population of 199. According to the thing out there, I had 200 dwarf therapists. So I have plenty of food, obviously. Prepared meals are not dropping at all. They're just going up. I had a pretty good trade session, even with some of the loose stuff I had. I have quite a bit of loose stuff I can still trade. It's just the bin prohibition thing is just it's killing me here. Wealth 4.5 mil. Yeah. I guess that's it. I think I will pause here, and hopefully, unless something interesting happens in between now and the time I'm gonna kill off her queen, that'll be how I end the episode, by killing her off with that. So, all right.